Check this out, boys.
You ready?
Yes.
Foraging with Jenny Junkin. You got.
I stole this thing. What you doing?
Oh my God.
Stuck it in here. One shot.
I think it's a cowboy wagon.
Cowboy wagon?
Yeah, but
Is unheard of.
All right, here we are, Mason, Ohio. I've bought a lot of weird stuff in my lifetime, but this might be the oldest thing I've ever bought. Don't know how old it is. Check this out, boys. We'll find some markings on that thing, hopefully somewhere. I don't know, man. That thing is old. Look at that step. Daggone. I feel like I stole this thing for $200. Now I can already picture a set of axles, some big tires, figure out a way to make it steer. This is going to be awesome. Stay tuned, folks. Let's get her loaded up. What is it?
I think you can fit 10 people in it.
What do you think it is?
I think it's a cowboy wagon.
Cowboy wagon?
Yeah, but I'm just pretending like.
You know where I can get a good horse?
I know where there's a good jackass standing in front of me.
All right, it's back. I'm back. I guess I'm it. It's Sunday night. Small blocks hanging. Clutches installed. That motor already had a bronze pilot bearing in it. I've been waiting 2 days for a pilot bearing, and it had a bronze one in it. So anyways, we're on this. And the problem is when you got too many things is you'll get spread out. And that's what's going on with me. So I told Jennifer, my goal is to knock things off the list from easiest to hardest. Easiest is this. This truck runs, drives, starts, stops, all that. New fuel tank, new fuel lines, new brakes, new front brakes, new shocks. I need shocks for the back. New lift kit. I went through the axles. I went through the rear. New drum brakes. New U-joints. This truck is pretty tight from what I have seen, but it doesn't carry oil pressure. The motor's out. That motor's ready to go in. I'm going to stay on this until it runs and drives and gets out of this garage. One problem I had was one of the headers hit the hanger. I have another set of hangers off the motorhome. Hopefully I can fix my problem with that other right header, I hope. And then if I can get around that, then we can get exhaust. I have 2 sets of exhaust that I can use to put on this. And I want to do a nice job with good hangers, trouble-free, turnkey. I got to put a bezel back in it. There's not much. Paint the hood, paint the tailgate. So you might get 2 straight videos of this. We'll put some, I have some different tires, some 35 BFGs we'll probably put on it for cruising it because I want to put some miles on this, get it all figured out. This is Wyatt's truck. He's not driving yet, but when he does want to take it for a cruise with us, it'll be ready to go. So, I took the oil pressure, electronic oil pressure sending unit out. I got my sending unit in. I got the clutch on, lined up. I blocked off some extra vacuum ports that we wasn't using. I'm going to keep the serpentine belt, so I just left this stuff on there. Made in Mexico. 500,000 views on Facebook. I don't understand that. People telling me it's junk. I'm going to put it in this truck, and I hope it lasts at least 5 years because 3/4 ton truck with a 354 speed, 373 gears. This is a good truck. Like, you don't have to, you're all brainwashed. Don't be brainwashed, horsepower brainwashed. Just be glad you got something to drive. So here we go. Let me get back to the trick. So the transmission is in. I still left the front drive shaft in it, rear drive shaft in it. I want to just stick that in. There's some fluid in there. That's kind of weird. Anyways, I'll spray that out. But I took the motor mounts off of the motor, the saddles, and I hope that'll give me enough room to get the motor down in there, lined up. And then I'll get a few bolts in it, then I'll pry it up, and then I'll reach there and get the motor mount top halves back on. I hope it works. That'll save me a lot of time and effort of doing anything in there. I don't understand why that's wet in there. Anyways, I'm gonna get in there and clean that out, and then we'll start stabbing this motor in. All right. Now all we gotta do is get that shaft in that hole. Seems easy. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, but we're heading in the right direction. Pretty clean engine. Should run good. It wasn't in that motorhome very long. Mileage wise, it was probably in there 5 or 6 years timeline wise, but that's all right. I've heard it run. I'm confident in this motor. This is gonna last a long time in this truck. So let's get it down in there. All right, apparently I wasn't filming and I stuck it in here one shot. It literally sat on the dowels, the shaft went in the clutch, one shot. All I gotta do now is put a couple bolts in the bell housing, get my motor mounts on and set it down. That's too good to be true. I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. Daggone. Well, you'll just have to believe me. I didn't even get dirty or break a sweat, and it's together. Hallelujah. We'll have it running tomorrow. What's going on, everybody? We're back. It's Tuesday. I worked on this till late last night. We got to tighten the fan. We got to fill the radiator. We got to finish the power. Well, it's done. We got to do some zip tying. We got some wires to hook up. We got the thermostat housing put on, so we got to put that hose on. What else we got? We don't have that much. I changed the headers. I put the headers off the motorhome on here. They seem to fit better, so that'll help. Really close. Put the old Quadrajet back on. Got the plugs in it, the wires on it. Got one plug here that is a little close to the header. Probably should take some time and beat that header down away from that plug. Give it a little room. Roadkill proved that it doesn't hurt a header to beat on it. Everything over here is done. It went right back in. Taking those top motor mounts off of the engine. I thought I was filming. That really allowed me to just stick it in there. I put it in the first try, and I didn't really get to show that, but I didn't have anybody helping me. I looked through the grill, and I got the motor. I could see through the dowel hole of the motor, so I got it lined up with the transmission. I got up in there. I wiggled it forward, and it went right in, and then it went right in, and then it went right in. That reminds me, I got 2 bell housing bolts. Got to tighten the fan, tighten the alternator, put the radiator on it, put fluids in it. But have you ever had so much going on that you can't get nothing done? That's what's going on in my life. So nobody helps me take care of the campground. There should probably be like 3 people working over there all the time, but there's not. There's me, part-time, because I get paid part-time, so I work part-time. It's just a lot going on. That mower's broke, pulley's broke. I got the pulley. I moved this motor out here. Freaking rained. It rained on the motor and it's leaking. It's got a lot going on. I can't seem to catch up. So we're going to, first things first, I can't let this motor sit here and leak anymore. So this is ridiculous. This is, I should have fixed this last night, but I didn't think it would just keep leaking and keep leaking and keep leaking. So we're going to have to raise it up, drain the oil out of it, put it in storage. Oh, she's full of water. God dang, that's a lot of water. All right, I'm having a hard time filming outside. The phone keeps dying, but this is what we're replacing. We put our pulley on it. They sent a new bolt, new keyway. Their bolt was a little different. The pulley's a little different, but we made it work. Sharpened up that blade. I'm gonna go throw this on. It just drops down. 4 bolts from the bottom. Bolt the blade on. They sent a new bolt. I'm gonna take the other 2 blades off, sharpen them. We'll be mowing in a few minutes. All right, as you can see, we're underneath here. If you've never worked on one before, that just centers up, 4 bolts, blade. We'll take those 2 blades off, sharpen them. and we'll be back in business. Nothing to it. Work on it yourself, folks. Save yourself thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars over the course of your life. If you fix it yourself, you'll save so much time, money, and energy. Here we go. All right, got a lot of stuff going on, but that's one thing marked off the list. I just got to tighten up that pulley shield and take it for a spin, check the oil. We put a new motor in this during the spring, brand new Kawasaki 850. So it mows good, and I can mow a lot faster with this, which means I can do more mechanic work. Faster I mow, the more mechanic work I can do. So this is 48 inch, my stand-up's 36, or 48, and this is 66. So I'm doing an 18 inch wider path every time. So let's finish up this cover here and go for a mow. All right, we're back. We're almost there. We got the dipstick in it out of the van. It's the only one I could find. Every small block I have here has a different dipstick location. So we have everything on. The fan's tight, the alternator's tight, power steering's tight, all belts are on, the hoses are on. We didn't mess with the distributor, so it should fire right up. That carburetor ran in the motorhome. So we are down to a few things, and one of them is getting fluid in it. This is always real exciting. See if you got any leaks. See if you got any $12 leaks. Picked this antifreeze up at Red Barn Lumber today while I was down there. That was nice, they had it. And it's nice that it's concentrate, because I don't like buying water. So get it running, paint the hood, paint the tailgate, and tag it. Put rear shocks on, that's our plan. And try not to spill all the antifreeze like I did the water. By having some antifreeze. Alright, we'll wait till we get it fired up. It's about all we can do up top. Now we need to raise it up, put a few bolts in it. It'll probably fire up right now, to be honest with you. Let's see if it'll fire up. Stop, charge the battery. Dang it. Ah. All right. Now, let's raise it up. Put the last two bell housing bolts in it. Figure out this exhaust system. All right, we got her hanging. And we took I had some exhaust left on the headers. Those headers come out of the motorhome. I got those off and cleaned up. We got this. So the long one with the spin tech muffler, I have two of those. Those were on my blue truck, and the reason it's so long is because we stretched it. These is from the pile of stuff I bought off Keith Moore, which I have never heard these, but I should probably just try to use them because they probably sound good. They got a collector. They're complete with turn downs. These will sound good, but I'll need to cut them down. And the spin techs sound better with a big cam. These will just give it that nice 4-speed sound. So let's see if they fit. All right. So I assume this side goes here. I don't know what kind of truck these were on. Square body. That's going to work. Get a jack. All right, this is going to work out nice. That line's right up. So we just need to new bolts, new gaskets, make a hanger. Let's get the other one in here. Yep. All right, now I gotta find some bolts, gaskets, put everything together loose, come back here and make a hanger. We'll be in business here very shortly. All right, look at that, dual exhaust sticking out the back from some fake Flowmasters pry. We got hangers in front of those hangers. We got new gaskets, there's no leaks. We got antifreeze in it. There's really no, we got the top bell housing bolts in. I need to climb up inside and tighten those with a wrench. Let's lower it down. Got 2.5 gallons of fluid in it. Battery's charging. I'm ready to fire it up, back it out, clean this shop. So the only thing left that I know of is rear shocks. I should have ordered them. I've been busy. They'll be here in a couple days, probably as soon as I order them. I had them on. I took them off for our van. That was a dumb move. Sometimes you got to rob Peter to pay Paul. So everybody knows how that goes. Got my smallest battery charger on it, so hopefully it did something while we had it in the air. It's probably been an hour. So I don't know. Let's throw the tripod up and see what happens. I imagine she's just going to fire up, have that V8 rumble, old stock 350. I think it's going to be great. Let's see what happens. Let's figure it out together. All right, first startup. All right, need more battery charger. That's weird. Cranks and stops. It cranks, it stops. Sounds perfect. Alrighty, she's running good so far. Not leaking anything. Fires right up. Does what it wants to do. So that's real good news. Take it for a test drive. First trip down the road, and who knows how many years left for dead. They took the steering column out of it. They took the clutch pedals out of it. It was half ton. Had a 4-speed 208 with a weak 350. So we took all that out. Took the half tons out. Put a new rough country 4-inch lift. Braided steel brake lines. Rebuilt the drive shafts with new U-joints. New drum brakes. 373 gear, all new fluids, new engine now, I guess, newer engine, new gas tank, new clutch, new hydraulic pressure, hydraulic throwout bearing, all that's new. Purring like a kitten. Goodrich 350, got it for free. This is too good to be true. Love it. What you doing?
Just cleaning the windows.
Getting ready.
Shining it up. We're getting ready to take it for a drive.
Yep. It's been to the gas station and back to get gas in it, but we're getting ready to take a little family trip.
Yeah, me and Sammy's going to follow along in the Army truck, do some filming. How many vehicles do we have on boggers on the road now?
4.
4 on the road.
We need to talk to Joey about C50 because we need back tires for sure.
Real bad.
But anyways, we're going to take you all over to Caesars Creek Beach. Well, we'll ride around, and then we'll go to that little place where we can get down by the water.
We say beach, it's full of duck poop.
Yeah, duck shit beach. All right, we're just going to take a little cruise.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Look at you. He's checking out his girls' messages. We're getting ready to take this baby on her first big ride. What do you think? Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We got Jennifer and Sammy in the Army truck. We're in the 87 Chevy. 1987 Chevy. Here she comes. We're going to take a little country cruise. Test this thing out. Runs good, don't it? Yep. We'll be right back.
All right, got my co-captain. You ready?
Yes.
Heading out. First voyage, really, in the black truck with the new engine. So Jen just put a new engine in it.
Yeah, not like a loud, boring engine.
We pulled it out of the motorhome.
Yeah.
That's your motorhome motor.
Yeah. But I don't know how the motorhome's motor has enough power to move that.
Oh, it's strong. The one in that big motorhome is way stronger. That's going to be for motor for the burnout machine.
That is the burnout machine?
No, the big yellow one, we're building a burnout machine.
What that motor is?
It's one of them. It'll have two motors. The burnout machine will have two motors.
How? Does a semi need two motors?
To do the kind of burnouts we want to do, it does.
Doesn't your arm get tired?
I'm pretty good at it now.
Does it film up there?
You can film up there too, yeah.
Have you got your picture taken in front of the butterfly yet? Look at the old clock tower. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's just the tires. I wash it hard. Can I just stay in here because
You're going to be right in the sky.
no, I'm fine. Can I tell you something? Last time I tried,
Yeah, go over there.
Oh, there's $1 on top.
Dang!
We're going to use it.
Dollar on top.
It's quarters.
Go over there.
Sammy, here, run it. Spray the truck. Don't spray people or you'll hurt us.
You probably have to help him. That's pretty strong.
Try it. Pull it. Don't pinch your fingers. That's right. Hold it. Hold it like a gun. I don't think you can hold it.
I know. Strong.
You're too powerful.
Good try, buddy. Give me a high five. That thing is strong.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Last time when my dad just let me do it, it went in the air.
Yeah.
And it sprayed both of us.
Oh my gosh.
And I got super wet.
Yeah.
No kids will play now.
Yeah.
He got me.
You're fine.
You got my
Come here, someone's in the other one. You look real cool just sitting there at the car wash like that. Thanks, buddy. You a co-pilot?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good.
Let's do it when it hits 1.
All right, we're down here, Caesars Creek Lake by the youth pond. Sammy's buckled up still because we're trying to get down to the beach, but there they are.
Yep.
Looking fresh to death.
We got a power steering leak as soon as we pulled in, but we'll check that out here in a minute. But other than that, it's running perfect.
Yeah?
I heard it whining right there, and I backed in, and this is a test journey.
It is.
This is a payoff
Yeah.
because we've been working on it. We've had this truck about a year.
Yep.
Put a motor in it. Things didn't work out, but now, man, it just runs good. Shifts good.
Put another motor in it. Now it's doing good.
Yeah, it runs good. It sounds good inside. That's something we'll have to deal with. But look at us. We're out by our lake here.
Yeah, this is our local lake, Caesars
Yep.
Creek.
Yep.
Not far from our house.
No. So we got to figure out what's going on with that. We just come down, do a little driving around, take
Yeah.
some different footage, show you some sights.
Test driving.
All right, well, it's a success, but we have no power steering. So we drove over to Caesars Creek Lake, and we just getting out, driving them a little bit. She's following me. I didn't bring very many tools, and we got a high pressure power steering line that's decided it don't want to be part of this program anymore. So we're just taking a little cruise home. Jennifer's back there in the old Reliable. Showing Wyatt here how you limp one home with no power steering and no power brakes. Stick shift, we don't need no brakes. And it'll turn. And it'll turn if you're moving easier. Oh, 4-speed. There he is. Alright, well, she'll make it home. Yep. Here we are going through our new bridge they just built, and then they jackhammered it all off. Look out here. New bridge. Now they've been out here every day jackhammering it down. Tax dollars at work. Look at the old K30 back here. CUCB AM dollars, AM1008. What do you think of the Army truck, Wyatt?
It's pretty awesome, man. Can't stop yawning.
It's pretty awesome, man. That's a lot of emotion out of a 16-year-old, so you know it's real good. This has been a good little drive other than that line blowing, ain't it?
Yep.
Nice little. Do you enjoy riding in your square body?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like going on rides.
Yes. Tank steering good, folks. They used to call me no power steering Tim.
No power steering, Tim.
Yeah, no power steering Tim. That's what they called me. Look at them back here, folks. It's the worst road in Ohio right here. Ah!
I bet tomorrow that's worse.
We got no rear shocks. It's the worst road in Ohio for a truck like this. Alright, we gotta grab fourth gear, folks. Ah, dang, good. He can't even talk, it's so rough. God dang. Alright, we'll be back.
Early Friday morning, folks. Well, not early. I got up early, but I didn't get moving early. It's July in Ohio, and for me, that means it's chanterelle season. And sometimes I go on mushroom hunts, wild mushroom hunts, because I love it and it's fun for me. So this morning I got up early and I'm heading out, but there's this cool car, and I feel like every car needs to be filmed if it's cool and on the road, especially on a Friday morning. So I'm about to pan over and show you guys this awesome ride on my way to my secret chanterelle trail. That's hard to say. Say that 3 times. Oh, he's turning. I got him just in time. Bonneville. That was pretty cool. I like it. All right, we're heading to our trail. All right, we are headed into the depths, my friends. It is hot here in Ohio in July, and I love it. So you hear all those, we call them katydids. I don't know what you call them. Some people call them cicadas, but I call those katydids. Those come in the summer. They're different than cicadas. So this is a pretty deep trail. I think if you've watched any of my previous videos of me foraging for mushrooms, we've been on this one before. This is a tried and true trail for me. I actually came a couple of weeks ago to see if they were up. This is my chanterelle trail, and they were not. And I was like a week late on like the biggest flush of chicken of the woods that I've ever seen. I also left a really nice walking stick on this trail last year, so now every time I'm on it, I'm looking to see if I find it where I left it. But if anyone else came across it, they took it because it was a good one. We need a cobweb stick. Oh, that's going to be too flimsy. Ooh, see? We about just walked into a big one. You got to have when you're here early, well, actually any time of day, because they'll put them back up right as quick as we come through here. Look at that. There's one. I don't know if you can see it. But I don't like to face plant into these babies, so here we go. Sorry, fellas. You got to get back to work. So you got to be looking up so you're not running into branches and cobwebs, but you also... Whoop. Oh, God. I just got a big one to the face. God dang. That's probably in my hair right now. Ugh. Got to be looking down. Signs of growth, because it's not just chanterelles. So mushrooms grow all year round. Some of them thrive in the cold weather, so it's fun to mushroom hunt in the winter too. They're pretty easy to find in the winter. You find like oysters and lion's manes in the winter. I'm not big on scientific names. I have a real good book collection of foraging and wild mushrooms, and I've read a lot about that kind of stuff. It interests me, just personal interest. Nature. I hear a critter. But I'm not real good at remembering the scientific names, but I know street names. I got the street creds for them. Definitely know how to identify them. Obviously never eat something that you don't know what it is, ever. That's how people die. You always want to cook wild mushrooms. There is an exception for a couple of them, but for the most part, if you know what it is and you cook it, you're good. Some of the best stuff that you could have. I think I could survive on like a survival show, maybe in Ohio. Not in the winter. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna turn this camera off and get to trekking because we're trying to get in and out today before the heat gets too hot in this canopy. It gets really hot in here. So I'm gonna trek us along. If I come across anything cool, I'll show you. It's foraging with Jenny Junkin. You guys don't even know all the cool stuff that I do. So this trail actually takes you, I look like a witch out here slinging this stick around, casting spells or something, but this is on the perimeter of one of our local state park lakes. It's real nice. In Ohio, you are allowed to mushroom hunt and forage in our state parks, but not our metro parks. Some state parks are off limits, but they tell you that. Like, you have to look it up. But I made the choice one time to drive pretty far away to one of our state parks, and it was a non-foraging park. So that's how I learned that lesson. I mean, I didn't get in trouble or nothing. I seen the signs, so I respect that. Gotta respect it. But anyway, we live in a real beautiful area. I complain a lot about the weather and how cold it is, but like, honestly, we live in a really beautiful place, and there's a lot of awesome things to do, especially if you love nature, which I do love nature. So we got zip lining, kayaking, we got lakes, we got beautiful hiking trails. I rarely ever see anyone on this trail, so like, that's one reason I love this trail. It's really remote. Always carry a knife with me just in case I gotta stab somebody. I will, but I don't really worry about that, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a safe area, beautiful lake. This is a small lake. They don't allow large motors on this lake, just trolling motors, so you don't get a lot of the noise when you're hiking here, which is nice. People just troll around and do some fishing. This is a big lake for crappie. I love to fish too. I've heard some people catch some good catfish out here, but I personally have never. Even though I've tried many nights at the dam tried. Look how thick it is. We're just at the beginning of the trail. It gets real thick, you guys. I keep getting my top knot up in my hair and the cobwebs because I keep forgetting it's back there. So let's just keep moving. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the scenery as we're moving along here. My spot's real deep into this trail, so we've got a while to go. So like I said, I was just here a couple weeks ago. We've got us a big limb down. I don't know what I'm even walking under. I just realized it like as I was going. So always be cautious when you're out like this, because this is a brand new fall. This was not down like this before. This trail is, like I said, really remote, and it's pretty rugged. That's why I don't bring Sammy on this one with me. I've brought Wyatt. Jay's been on this trail with me quite a few times. I didn't bring him though until he was like 10, where he could suck it up because it gets pretty rough, and it's not really, I mean, you got to pay attention. It's not dangerous, but you got to pay attention for sure. There's some inclines, there's some slippery spots. You're right by the water. Lots of old growth trees, so you got to be aware of your surroundings above. I never hike when it's windy. That's definitely a rule of mine. Never be in the woods when it's windy, because you just never know, and it just happens so quick. Oh God, that was a big one. That was like a whole colony in my hair. Dude, there's so many spiders in my hair right now. I just know it. I hope they move along. Catch another tree as we're passing by. This is probably some really rough recording, so if you're getting sick to your stomach, sorry. All right, I just had to show you that downfall. All right, let's go down here. There's a little, you can peep out here on the lake and get kind of a view of what it looks like. It's nice and peaceful once you get into the woods away from the road where I park to get to this trail. It's a beautiful lake. There's the marina. Lots of wildlife. I personally just like to get into the woods and get away from the world and away from cars running and TV's blaring, and you know, I just love the peace of listening to the birds and the frogs and the crickets. I love the smells of the forest. It's one of my favorite things. Like just now I'm walking through where there's a cluster of pine trees, so it just has the most beautiful clean pine smell. Blue jays. I love the smell of dirt. I know that sounds so weird. Just anything natural, really. There's a certain spot in the field that when I mow it, it must be just like the biggest patch of wild mint that you've ever seen in your life, because when I mow it, it just smells like peppermint candy. This guy's got him a meal and I gotta take down his house. Sorry, dude. Blue jays are aggressive right now. All right, we're in the thick. So this one came down over the winter and they've come through and cleared a path somewhat. But that was the big tree to come down. We've had some wicked weather this year around here. A couple tornadoes, real bad windstorms. So it's been an odd year for the weather. But that's a big tree to come down. We're in the old growth woods. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. Okay, so we're starting to get to the point, which it gets way thicker up here, but I'm using my spider stick as my pointer. These are pawpaw trees, which are native fruit trees to Ohio. They grow a fruit that you can harvest in September when they start to fall off of the trees. And people say that they kind of taste like a banana. I'm not a huge fan, okay? I've eaten them because I like to forage and you got to try things. And if you had to survive, it would be something that you could use to survive off of. But I don't really like them. To me, they're like pretty super mushy and they have really big seeds in them. And I don't really think they taste like bananas. And something you may not know about me is I like banana flavor, but I don't like real bananas. That sounds so weird, but I just don't really like real bananas or avocados. So the pawpaw's not my favorite thing to forage. It's an interesting thing to know about, though. A fun thing about this lake, too, is there's a whole area of the lake that is covered in lily pads. You can kayak to it, and it's like really interesting, but the biggest snake you've ever seen lives over there. You see him every year, so you know that's just like his general area. I don't mind snakes, but they creep me out when they're in the water for whatever reason. And then also there is an area you can kayak to on this lake where you can see the osprey eagle nests. So that's really neat too, because they flood, when the lake flooded, there are tall trees that stick out still, and they nest in the tops of those tall trees above the water. It's actually really neat to watch them fly in and out. So, like I said, we live in a really cool area. Look how big this pawpaw is. Golly, look, those are real big pawpaws. Nice. I'd like to be better at tree identification. I can identify some, but... Okay, so this log right here is where a few weeks ago I missed the chicken of the woods flush. So next year, we gotta come back here. Look, you can still see little bits and pieces of what's left of the mycelium on the log. They were huge and they were beautiful and they were plentiful. So that was a cool discovery for the future, even though I wasn't on time. Whew, let's get up this hill. Ooh, baby. So I'm not going to get sidetracked because this just tells me that we are here at just the right time. I'm not going to get off trail and go after these little ones just yet. But these right here are what we're looking for. Beautiful chanterelles. So we're almost to my spot where it's a hot ticket. So let's keep moving. And that is a wonderful sign. That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right, so I don't know what these are, but look how cute they are. They look so neat. I love to find the little ones. Look at the water beaded up on that one. They just look so pretty when you stop and you get close. Oh my gosh. I just love how nature works. Obviously, I don't know what they are, so we're just gonna leave them. You'll never hurt a mushroom by collecting it. You can touch any mushroom, you just don't want to eat it. That's how you figure out their spore prints and different things about them. The way the gills look under, the way the stalk is when you break it in half. We'll go over all that whenever we get over here to our spot. But there's a lot to use to identify mushrooms that are safe to eat. But it's still fascinating to find them and to look at them and learn things about them, even if they're not edible. It doesn't have to be edible. Like, look at these tiny little guys. They're so small, but they do the same things. They help decompose. They help connect everything under the earth with mycelium, everything that's under the dirt. Oh, there's some, this was a big cicada tree. How about that? Huh. There's some dead cicada shells. We had a cicada invasion this year. So they come out of the earth and they shed their little shells. It's not actually a dead bug. They get wings and they fly around for a while and make noises. People hate them. I don't mind them. They're all right. Whew. All right, let's get up these hills. We're almost there, almost there. Up and down on this trail. As the minutes pass by, it just gets more and more humid in these woods. That's why I wanted to do it early. Oh, I just saw a little chipmunk. I don't mind chipmunks out here in the woods, but I don't like them at home. Oh man, it's getting hot in here. You know that song. I ain't even gonna sing it. All right, keep moving. All right, here's another fine specimen. Put my hand down there so you can see it. These actually get really big. I know I'm gonna say this wrong. Rusula. Some of them are edible. I was trying to see if it's a blue staining, because some of them, like, you can do art projects with them, but this isn't. Some of them, when you touch it, it stains blue. But they get really big, really cool. Some people eat them. Some people say they're bitter. Again, always know what you're eating. Don't just try stuff you find in the woods because somebody showed it to you. Like me. I've done a lot of research, friends. Some other really cool tiny ones there. It just gets so remote. I just want to... Ooh, I don't know if these are old coral. They might be old coral. Or there's a mushroom called cauliflower. Also, I found that a couple of times. I hit the button. People do eat cauliflower and coral mushrooms also. Personally, I don't think I have. I might have tried the coral ones. Like, you fry it up and it's crispy. Found a bunch of that a few weeks ago when Wyatt and I were out here. Trying to see if our chanterelles were ready, but they were not. But I think today is our lucky day. I think that it's going to be a full flush out here. Whoa, face plant, dude. There should be a camera on my face every time I run into one of those. It's probably all awful. All right. Up and down these hills. That's what we do. That's what I do. Tim don't do it. I do. Somebody made us a bark bridge. I always love that whenever you come somewhere and somebody's done some work for you. Make it a little easier. That was nice. Oh man, this one's steep. You can't tell how steep these are, but like, I'm up and down. Here's a little, that's a cinnabar. Tiny little chanterelle. There's different types of chanterelles. We're looking for the golden and yellow ones. I mean, I'll take them all. I've had the Cinnabars. Those are good. Chanterelles are my personal favorite. Whoa, what's that? Oh, that's another variation of one of the russulas. Okay, maybe this is a blue staining. I don't think it is. No. No, also not blue staining. So you can touch any mushroom, like I said. People are like afraid, like, oh, don't touch it. You can touch it. It ain't gonna hurt you. There's no mushroom that just magically absorbs through your skin. Unless maybe you took like a bath in it, I don't know. Oh, baby. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're getting in the goods. There's one. There's a whole bunch up here. Oh yeah, our spot's gonna be hot, baby. We'll get these on the way back out. There's a whole crew of them. That's a good one. Oh yeah, they're all over. All right, we gotta get to our spot. Let's leave a marker. Well, we know that we're right across from this tree, so what we'll do is lay this little stick right here across this tree, and then we know right across the way is where we saw those mushrooms. You might not ever see them again. Look, they're all over. Yeah, baby, our spot's about to be hot. I'm so excited. Oh yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like a treasure hunt for me. I get so excited about mushroom hunting, especially if I know it's about to be good. And I do, because this is my spot. All right, let's get over here. Another big hill. It is humid in here, folks. Just a big one that come down too. Look at that. I lost a big part of it. This, folks, is unheard of. This is a hen of the woods right now in the heat of the summer. Okay, so there's chicken of the woods and there's hen of the woods. These are hen of the woods. You don't usually find these until the fall. I decided to go a little bit further past my spot to see what was going on up here at the top. And we got us a good flush here. We'll probably take a few of these home. Not a big bunch. Maybe just this little piece here. So I like to cook with them, and I like to dehydrate them. You can make powdered mushroom seasoning. That's a good find, folks. That's unusual for this time of year. So let's do a little harvesting, take a little break, and head back to the chanterelles because we're going to be doing some work down there. Man, how cool is that? That is too cool. Bonus today. All right. I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. On the other side is a chicken of the woods, but it's growing under this log. It's just really cool to find a hen of the woods and chicken of the woods. You can tell the difference in them not only by the color, but like by just the way that I don't even know what you would call this, the way that this part of the mushroom grows on a hen of the woods. So a chicken of the woods gets broader and brighter. These kind of they grow in the same kind of cluster, and they have the same consistency. So these look pretty good. That little cluster up there looks the best, so I think I'm just going to take that one little cluster and we'll leave the rest for whoever else comes foraging through here, if someone gets lucky enough to find them like we did. So let's get our knife out and our bag. I always bring mushroom bags with me. This purple bag is a random one. Obviously, I'm not gonna collect that many mushrooms that I'm gonna fill that purple bag, but I like to have a mesh bag for anything I collect. I'm gonna cut this dirty part off because we'll just be dealing with that later. All right. Nice. Hen of the woods. I don't even know the date today, July 11th maybe? Lucky day. All right, let's bag this baby. Nice. And then we'll leave the rest. Never leave your knife. So we left a lot for other people to come and collect if they want to, or just to let it keep going. Maybe some animals will eat it. So let's get back down here to the chanterelles and get some of those. All right, we're back to our marked spot. And so we have, if you look, this is what I'm going to teach you something. Mycelium grows under the dirt. It's all under the dirt. You can't see it. So here is a little flush of mushrooms. If you stand back and you look at an angle, you'll see a little flush of mushrooms there. You'll see a little flush of mushrooms there. And they lead all the way up into the woods, and they go around, they follow a line. So if we look over here behind us and you get down close, so right here's our original flush that we see. Follow the line, you're gonna find more. So there's more this direction. There.
All right, there it is. That's a big payoff.
That's wrapping it up for this video. What day is it right now?
It's
Wednesday. So this will be your Thursday video. So it's a little mesh up of different things. I took you on a little hike in this video. That was actually from last week, but I saved it for you. So
Yeah.
just a little something different.
Yeah, we I told you last time we hate to show the same thing, but we had to fix it, and we just took it for a nice little cruise. We probably went about 20 miles, and we got to fix a power steering line and a hose clamp.
Yep.
I feel like that's a pretty good cruise.
That's pretty good for
Yep.
your first time out. Second engine, the first engine just wasn't right. So
Yeah. So this truck has a few spots here and there, but you should never let nothing like that make you take something apart and strive for perfection.
right.
It's more fun to drive
Mm-hmm.
than it is to work on it.
Yep.
So this is a good example of how moving forward you can do things like better door panels, nicer stuff. You can always upgrade, but at least you're on the road.
Yep.
So
We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I know. That's
yeah.
for sure.
So a quick rundown, because you may not see it for a minute, because we'll just start enjoying it. 1987, half ton. We put 3/4 ton axles under it, 373 gears. Right now it's currently riding on 33-inch boggers on custom-made Hummer wheels. We did all new 4-inch rough country lift. We did a new clutch, hydraulic clutch. It's got a Goodrich 350 in it now. It seems to run real good. Dual exhaust. You guys seen it all. So this is something you could build. A normal person could build. Tires and rims excluded. Probably have less than 8,000 in this. Just doing all the work ourselves. Getting dirty. Getting stuff in my eye.
Taking the time. I mean, like, you just have to do what you can when you can. That's the point of what we try to show you guys. We can't always get things done because we don't always have the capability to do it at the time financially or time-wise or whatever. But if you work a little bit at a time, you finally get that payoff. So that's what this is. It's a little payoff.
It may seem crazy to start with a complete motorhome and say, I need that engine. And then here we are, though.
Yeah.
So it didn't cost me nothing. I gained some stuff on this motor that the other one was lacking, so it's a win-win. We're gonna build off the foundation.
We got a lot going on this weekend. We're heading to Boss Auto cruising on Friday night. We've got the local Waynesville cruising on Sunday morning. I know there's another show on Saturday. I don't know.
Hamilton Truck Night.
Yeah, we got a lot of things going on this weekend. So your Monday video is going to be action-packed,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yep. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Interco Tire Corporation.
Absolutely.
Now we have 4 licensed vehicles riding on some form of Super Swamper, and we have another set of Super Swampers brand new, just waiting on the right deal on a set of rims to come along. And so much action. We're going to move the, you may be wondering where the dually's at. The motor trans is in it. It's going in the garage next. We got to clean the mess up, push the new one in. That's where we'll be on the next video, is in the garage on the dually, plus all of our stuff we get into this weekend.
Golly, we're going to have a good time.
Yep, so we don't sell a lot of merch, so we don't push it.
Right.
We may make it to where the only place you can get a shirt's our show.
We've talked about it.
I'm not a t-shirt salesman, so.
No, we'll have Dick Banjo shirts at White Trash and White Walls. There's some posters and puzzles on our website if you're interested in that, piece.n.grease.com.
Everything we got, White Trash and White Walls.
Hopefully sell it all.
We'll have a little tent. We'll have some stuff set up. We're just there to kind of show off a few of our builds.
We'll be giving away free stickers there, so
yeah,
make
it's
sure
gonna
you
be
get
fun.
one of those. Say hi to us while we're there.
Yep.
It's going to be a great time. So
all right.
We hope that you guys have an awesome weekend, and we will catch back up with you on Monday.
Piece and grease. Saves another one. Does it again.